Hey everyone, I hope you're having a nice weekend. A few things in the greenhouse before we head outside. I have some seeds setting here that need to be potted up. These are for Anne Brown. It looks like really the lettuce is ready. The other ones probably need a little bit longer, but we'll start potting those up as they're ready. I'm going to do a couple more trays of spinach, which we will set under the grow lights. There's no room right now, but we'll move some stuff out of the way. So we'll start 2 trays of that. It still looks like it's not supposed to rain next week, but if for some reason the forecast dramatically changes, I have all of these Stokes asters, which I would like to get planted. I'm not going to do it when it's still super dry because I don't want to water them constantly. But these are something that we'll plant probably a lot in the rain garden, but also maybe some along the sidewalk. So TBD on that. There's quite a few plants here left to plant outside. So this week we will continue to pull stuff out, finish harvesting some of the peppers, and we'll start getting more of the fall stuff in the ground. I do want to show you in this binder, in case like something I'm saying doesn't make sense or you need a reference back. I have most of the fall planting laid out here in this book, so you can see like dino kale, when we plant it, I put the date on there. If it doesn't have a date, then it hasn't been planted yet. So just reference this if you need to know kind of what's going in what bed. And here. I think that's it for the greenhouse. I do have some dill and cilantro set aside that I want to plant over here. I have a little bit of extra soil in the greenhouse under the table, so we can go ahead and take these tiers apart, top up the soil, plant, and then put these back out here. I've just been planting basically on the front side because I got sick of like rotating them. So don't bother like planting, you know, like way back here, because it's never going to get any sun. So just keep the plants along the front and the sides. The guys are, the landscape guys are here, so just sorry about the noise. Okay, I'll start back here though. Maybe I'll try to get farther away from what they're up to. We are going to finish harvesting all the shishito peppers. There is still a ton on these plants. In bed 13, we're going to plant collards. I have 2 beds. Let's see. Oh yeah, and bed 17 is going to get collards. I have 2 separate types in the greenhouse, Georgia and Alabama blue. So we'll just plant one type in each bed. It doesn't matter which bed. We're also going to pull out all of the Guanamulata peppers. Again, there's a ton on here. This bed is going to get leeks, which are in the greenhouse in little containers along the window, and I can show you who's ever here how to kind of pop those out and where they'll go. I've already harvested pretty much all the banana peppers off of the plants here. We just need to pull the plants out, and we're gonna plant scallions and radishes in this bed. I do want to use the remaining soil behind the shed. We'll load that up in wheelbarrows and top up. We probably don't even have enough to top up the beds that are left, but just use that soil up to put in these beds that were empty. Again, sorry about the noise. I thought the landscape crew was done. Bed 17, I pulled the plants out but just haven't cleaned the bed out. This bed is also getting collards. I want to go ahead and get all of the cowpeas pulled out. There might be a little bit to harvest in there. So harvest what's left, pull out the plants, and then we're going to plant broccoli in this bed. I think we're going to have to pull out this loofah gourd as well. It's just kind of going everywhere and it's blocking the sun let's do the cowpeas first, and then I'll kind of worry about the corn. And let's see, I think that might be it for planting. I have direct sowed a few things, so there's beets here, Swiss chard in a couple of beds here and here, and then in the very bed 3, I guess it is, we re-sowed some areas that didn't germinate. So those are 4 beds that we'll need to water every day until they germinate. Again, it's not supposed to rain at all in the 10-day forecast, so we might just be watering by hand. I'll probably have the irrigation system on maybe every other day. I don't even know if we're gonna need it that much. But yeah, so probably we'll have to do a little hand watering in the beds more than we have been. I'm just looking at my list here. I think that's about it. I'm trying to find someone who might want to do a project with these Job's Tears beads, and if anybody has any ideas, let me know. They're these black beads. They're super hard. Apparently you can make jewelry out of them. I'm gonna ask art teacher if she would want them, but if anybody else has any ideas, let me know. I think we could do something cool with them, so that might be also something we can do this week if anybody's here and is kind of not sure what to do, or you just have some extra time, which who has extra time? Nobody. But we can pull off these dark beads and start collecting them. All right, I think that's about it. My schedule next week, Tuesday, I'm gonna be over at Foxwood giving away grow buckets, and then Wednesday, I'm potentially going to Georgia to visit a pantry, but that's still TBD. So I'll touch base with my Wednesday people on Tuesday once I kind of figure out what I'm doing. Oh, marigolds. We need to plant marigolds this week. It might be too late to plant them, but we're gonna see. We're just gonna get them in the ground and see what happens. So I think what we'll do is probably pull out everything that's in this, plant some marigolds down the middle, and then I also want to plant marigolds kind of wherever we can. Like maybe we'll plant some along the front of the figs. We can pull out, there's some basil in here that needs to come out. We can plant a little bit in here. Just kind of tuck them in wherever you see space, and we'll see if they grow and what happens. Again, it might be too late, but I'm at least going to give it a try and see how it goes. And then also we'll probably work on some containers this week too, like pulling out peppers here and here, and the shishitos over here, and we'll just start planting some fall stuff. So that's also on the to-do list. Okay, I think that's about it. I hope you all have a good week. As always, call me or text me if you have questions, and thanks as always for your help. Have a good one. Bye.